For more on the markets and what retail investors are watching right now, let's bring in J.J. Kinahan, CEO of IG North America. I'm looking at just some of your notes, J.J. You do point out, there's supposed to be best trade proposals. We haven't heard about that. We hear that deals are being worked on, but we haven't seen any real details. Even the UK deal was more a framework than a specific agreement. All these things sound horrible. Why aren't we still at 4,900 on the S&P? Why are we back to 6,000? All you're giving me are things that are right here, and yet the market is up how much?
No, I absolutely agree with you, Joe.
What happened?
I do think that we need to see some details come out. That said, first of all, it's the best game in town. Look around. Yes, U.S. has been outperformed by other areas of the world this year. But overall, the U.S. stock market is still the most reliable, and I think when people are nervous, that's where they want to be. They trust the U.S. stock market to hold up best. Second of all, it is interesting on the tariff stuff, continues to add volatility. But if you look at what's happened over the last month and a half.
Volatility's been straight up.
But we've gone from a 60 to now a 17.5. So I think people have become comfortable being uncomfortable, so to speak, overall. We do still have, I think a lot of people are holding out. If you look at the probabilities of a rate cut in June, they're at 79% right now. So I think a lot of people are also hanging their hat on that quite a bit.
What's the NASDAQ up now?
Percentage-wise from the
lows? You have 30%?
Yeah, I think it's like 32, 33. It's unbelievable. I mean,
that's just why I don't understand that everybody who comes on is still focusing on uncertainty and on the tariffs and on the volatility and just ignoring the reality of the situation as the market is seeing something else.
Well, absolutely. And as I said, you look around, there is no better place, in my opinion, for your investment in terms of stability longer term.
Some people are saying Europe now, JJ. Some people are saying with the dollar declining and everything else.
If you look at the regulatory environment there and you look longer term, it seems hard to believe that they're going to be able to get a lot of these rules changed fast enough so that entrepreneurs can come over there and really make their businesses grow in the same way they're able to here in the U.S.
Do you think that the next, and we may retest those KD stock. Other technicians think we're going to do that. I mean, we're not clear sailing. We're just back to really where we were before we started any of this stuff. But will it be growth fears? Are those coming? Is tomorrow's number important? And could it, after the ADP report, could we have a weak labor market?
I think if you do, it's not necessarily bad news overall because of the fact, like I said, about the rate cut, 79%. If you look in July, it's about 27%. So does it fast forward a little bit more of that to July? And again, there's so much pressure for that overall. And the inflation seems to be...
Well, is it a good rate cut or a bad rate cut? That's what we're saying. If it's because inflation is low, it's a good rate cut. If it's because there's growth fears, right, it's a bad rate cut.
And I think it's some combination thereof, to be honest with you.
So it's part growth, part...
I do think there are some growth fears
overall. A dual mandate.
And you just reported the last few days about some of the earnings coming out and how companies are either not setting expectations or expectations for the next couple of quarters are a little bit lower. Yep. And, look at Dollar Tree, Dollar General. It's a perfect example of companies that, over the next couple of quarters.
And you know what retail investors are so that bullish activity in Meta and in Walmart, bearish in Bank of America and Disney.
Yeah. Well, I think...
Could be near term or...
I think the Disney one is primarily Disney and Lyft are two that are bearish, and I think it's a combination really of the fact that they both had a nice move up, and
Disney
people are taking some profits overall.
Yeah. Disney,
so I mean, look at, we were just talking about the lows. You look what they've done since then. And I think that one of the things that retail traders do really well that people underestimate them for is they're starting to manage their portfolios more like professionals. Things that go up, you sell and try and buy some of the things that haven't performed so well.
Yeah, Disney has made a move.
Yeah, they made a really nice move.
It was 80, back to 113. It's not back to 200 yet, but...
No, but, given if you look at the chart right there, given where we've gone from April through May, it's actually been a pretty impressive move overall.